Hey everybody, Mary Stewart here with the Pampered Chef, and I wanted to show you how I'm using my air fryer to make stir fry for dinner tonight. So tonight I am making a cashew chicken recipe. It's one of my husband's favorites. And normally you have to fry up the chicken in the frying pan, and that calls for 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. It's not a lot, plus sesame oil is considered a healthier oil, but I would prefer to cook with less oil and still get that same kind of a crispy texture. I just realized I left my cornstarch in the pantry. Hold just one moment. Okay, I'm back. So for this recipe, it calls for, like I said, 2 tablespoons, but I'm only gonna use a tablespoon. I've got my chicken already cut up here in my bowl. And then I'm also going to use a different measuring spoon. Hold on. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of our Asian seasoning mix. Now we do have a sprinkle option here, but that's not enough for us. And the reason I would do a tablespoon of this is because it is a mixture. Like normally you wouldn't use like a tablespoon of salt in a recipe, right? But this has dehydrated garlic, red and green bell pepper, sesame seeds, soy sauce, orange peel, lemon peel, lime juice powder, green onion, toasted sesame oil, ginger extract. So this is gluten-free, and we also don't add any MSG to that. So anyhow, so what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna use just my little mix-in scraper to help coat this chicken with the seasoning and the oil, okay? Super easy. I hate touching raw meat. But this recipe that I use actually calls for you to use a gallon size Ziploc baggie to coat your chicken. Well, a little bit of a problem with that is that you're putting plastic into the landfills. Now, don't get me wrong. Unfortunately, I do my share of that. But anytime I can take that out by avoiding that, by changing up my recipe just a little bit. So I just take this and I put it in this bowl and mix it up until everything's nice and coated. Then I don't have to touch the chicken to put it into the bag or anything like that. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop it into our super cute blue enameled cast iron. Now this is a limited edition color. As soon as it's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back. And we're getting ready to come out with a new catalog. So since this is limited edition, I do not know if they're gonna keep it in the next catalog, you know, to see if it sells out. So be sure to snag this before September 1st. So anyhow, I'm going to put all of this chicken, this was about 2 chicken breasts, into our little baker here. And then I'm gonna pop it into the air fryer. For 10 minutes. That's it. So while that's cooking, I can get my broccoli and that's broccoli, and my red peppers all ready to go and get the rest of this cooking. So here I am talking about using plastic bags. But this, I pre-packaged everything so it was ready to go when I was ready to cook. So that's how I'm using the air fryer to make dinner tonight. I love that that little enamel cast iron pan fits in there. It's great for making, you know, smaller portions. Like my husband and I, it's just us and our daughter. So if I were gonna do like an apple cobbler, like I could just put a little bit of apples in there with some crumb and bake that up and not have a big one that we have to try and finish off before it goes bad. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, post them in the comments and we'll be happy to answer those for you. Have a great night.